Everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, and today we're talking about Gauss, and what do I think about them. Now, the gameplay that you see behind me is actually from stream last night, so if you want to watch this gameplay with the actual commentary that it's from, and get context to the chat behind me, go back on my channel, watch the live stream from last night. But if you're just here for my thoughts on Gauss, then no worries, here they are. First, we have to go over Gauss as a unit. So Gauss has a 2.6 second attack speed. They're flying, of course. They are 4 energy. They have a wide search range. They can target leaders, ground, aerial, and facilities. And they have medium reach, but they have fast movement speed. They're actually pretty fast. You can feel comfortable dropping them late, and they'll catch up with your push. It's really solid. Now, Gauss has the property of not only 2 different stat lines. The small Gauss have their own set of stats, and the large Gauss have theirs. But Gauss also, regenerates isn't the word I would use. They gain new members as they die, essentially. So when you first deploy Gauss, there's only 2. When they die, on your second deployment of Gauss, then there are 3 small ones. On your 4th deployment of Gauss, there is 1 big one and 3 small ones. And then on your 5th deployment of Gauss, there are 3 big ones and 2 small ones. Okay? After that 3rd deployment, where there's 5 Gauss, there's not going to be any more Gauss getting added, and no Gauss are ever going to be taken away at any stage of the game. So, the Gauss that are bigger have a higher stat boost. So let me read you the stats on my Gauss. My Gauss are level 13. The regular small ones have 595 health and 253 attack at level 13. The large Gauss have 888 HP and 340 attack. So pretty big boost, right? From 595 to 888. I like that. And then, the attack isn't as high as I would like it to be. The attack going from 253 to 340 is under 100 points of damage increase, which sucks. I wish that maybe the damage would increase on Gauss, because with a 2.6 second attack speed, I kind of wish that they hit a little harder. And that's kind of the only really things I don't super like about Gauss, is they are hitting, they're hitting for an okay amount of damage if their attack speed was faster. Maybe if it was like a 2.3 or a 2.2 or like a 2-second attack speed, because there's 5 of them. They're kind of like the Destroyer larva, but their attack speed is kind of slow, and they don't have a ton of health, so they're not really cranking out as much damage as you would like. Now, against single target attackers, Gauss are phenomenal. Phenomenal characters. You can pretty much go up against any single target attacker in this game and just absolutely... Oh, Miller's not so happy about whatever's at the door. But you can pretty much go up to any attacker in the game, any single target attacker, and just rinse them. Rinse them. Final Wars Godzilla, goodbye. King Ghidorah 2019, goodbye. Mothra 2019, goodbye. Destroya, actually Destroya has a lot of health. Destroya, depending on the level, might not get there. I'm trying to think of other single target attackers that are hitting air. Mothra, Leo, they're going to chew through. They're great. They're great for blocking things in the air, and they're great for chewing up the single target attackers. And this meta has a lot of them. Really big right now in the meta is single target attack. I'm saying single target attackers too much, but you kind of get the idea. Earth is really big right now. GD9 is kind of big right now. King Caesars are seeing a lot of play. Destroy is seeing a lot of play. There's not a ton of AoE, which leads Gauss to be pretty solid. Now, unfortunately, because Gauss was just added, people are countering Gauss with putting GMK back in their decks and stuff like that. So, Dimension Tie, GMK, the 4th Angel Explosion, the 10th Angel, Earth, all of these things that can hit multiple targets are going to just end up running through the Gauss. And that's where they kind of suffer. I still think they're good. I like the Gauss a lot. I think that them getting dropped instantly to AoE is not a super big deal, because all of the swarms get dropped pretty quickly to AoE. They're really great against the single target hitters, the multi-target hitters, not the best. I mean, Earth and Ghidorah and Ultraman, they have a little bit of leeway because that's piercing. So it's not doing like an area of damage. It's just doing damage in like a straight line. So if they're not in that line, you're fine. They're not meta. They're definitely not meta. But they're a ton of fun, and I'm really enjoying them. I definitely think that they are easier to slot into a team than Gamera is. Gamera is good in his own right, but only really against flyers. Gauss are pretty good against everyone, assuming that you can keep them alive long enough. I definitely think Gauss at higher levels are probably going to be a little bit of a nightmare. I can't imagine they are going to be extremely difficult to deal with, but I think that if you just don't deal with them in time, they're going to absolutely rinse you. I'm trying to think of bad things to say about Gauss, but I am having a ton of fun with them. I think that the smaller Gauss having less health is pretty good based on the placement of the Gauss. When you have like the full deployment of 5 out, there's 2 small ones in the front and the 3 in the back. So if say Mothra Leo is rushing the Gauss, there's about a 99% chance that Mothra Leo is going to hit one of the smaller ones and not hit one of the bigger ones, which leaves an opening for the bigger ones to just start doing some straight up attacks on the little ones. And I like that a lot. And I guess the last thing I would say about Gauss is it doesn't really feel like Gauss is worth it at 4 cost for the 2 of them and the 3 of them and the 4 of them. Gauss only really feels worth it when there's 5 of them on the field, and that's already after you are 12 energy deep into deploying them. So it kind of feels bad. I like them. I don't think they're terrible. I think they are pretty solid units. I would maybe change their attack speed, or if you're going to keep the attack speed the same, maybe raise their health or their damage. But otherwise, I like them a lot. I definitely don't think they're going to end up being meta. I think they're definitely just a fun unit that if you want to have like a low-cost rushing deck, they're a pretty solid option. I enjoy using them. You see right here, all of them just got clapped by that Kiryu. But that is what it is. And at the end of the day, I'm enjoying them, and they're giving us a bunch of free pieces of them, so why not use them while we can? That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.